Dear engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students, here is another beautiful and challenge problem in integral calculus, and this is problem 15. It is about finding the surface area generated by revolving the forecast hypocycloid, or we call this asteroid, the other technical term, with equation x to the 2/3 plus y to the 2/3 equals a to the 2/3 about the x-axis. And I presented two solutions here, one using algebra and the other one using the parametric equations of the forecast hypocycloid, which is x equals a cosine cube of theta, then y is a sine cube of theta.
Problem 6. Find the surface area generated by revolving the forecast hypocycloid x to the 2/3 plus y to the 2/3 equals a to the 2/3 about the x-axis. So the forecast hypocycloid is also called an asteroid, and it looks like this as shown in the figure. And we only consider the upper half, and particularly this first quadrant graph, and revolve it about the x-axis. Then we multiply the surface area generated by 2 because of the other half at the left. So because the distance from the axis, x-axis, to the centroid of this differential arc S here is y, also from the y-axis it's x because that's a point, then the surface area is equal to, differential surface area is equal to length ds, then times distance traveled by the centroid, which is this circumference of the circle, 2 pi y. So differential area S is 2 pi y ds. And ds, remember ds is square root of 1 plus y prime square times differential x, or square root of 1 plus x prime square differential y. But I prefer to use square root of 1 plus y prime square dx. Let's make x as the variable, and the limits would be from 0 to a. So 0 to a. So area S therefore is 2 times 2 pi. Area S is 2 times 2 pi integral of y, then square root of 1 plus y prime square ds. So since y, this is the equation of the forecast hypocycloid, so later on we'll have the parametric form and evaluate the integral. It might be simpler to evaluate than this case here, than the case here, situation here. So y to the 2/3 equals a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3. So that means raising everything to 3 halves. So y equals quantity a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3 to the 3 halves. So the derivative y prime is 3 halves quantity a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3 to the 1 half times negative 2/3 of x to the negative 1/3, the derivative inside. So simplifying, 3 halves times negative 2/3 is negative 1. So we can write this as y prime equals a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3 to the 1 half over x to the positive 1/3. Then squaring, because the value inside is y prime square. So the square of this is a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3 over x to the 2/3. Substitute into the formula here. So area S is 4 pi integral from 0 to a of quantity a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3 raised to 3 halves, which is y, then square root of 1 plus y prime square, which is y prime square can also be written as a to the 2/3 over x to the 2/3, then minus 1, because these are identical terms. So minus 1, then close dx. So the value of the radical inside reduces to a to the 1/3 over x to the 1/3. So area S equals 4 pi integral 0 to a of quantity a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3 raised to 3 halves times quantity a to the 1/3 over x to the 1/3 dx. So if we put u be a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3, the differential would be negative 2/3 x to the negative 1/3 dx, and du is also negative 2/3 times dx over x to the 1/3, and we can find here dx over x to the 1/3, which is this part. We don't have negative 2/3, but we can introduce this into the integral so that we can evaluate the integral of this integrand. We can evaluate that. So area S equals, we have 4 pi a to the 1/3, and we multiply the reciprocal of this, which is negative 3 halves, then integral 0 to a of quantity a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3 raised to 3 halves times negative 2/3 dx over x to the 1/3, which is this. So this is now in the form. So this is the constant. Then this is integral of u to the 3 halves, then du. So the integral of u to the 3 halves du is u to the 5 halves over 5 halves, or simply 2/5 of u to the 5 halves. So this is negative 6 pi a to the 1/3, then times the integral of this, which is uh, quantity a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3 raised to 5 halves. We first set up it in this manner. So that is now in the form u to the 3 halves, integral of u to the 3 halves du. So negative 6 pi a to the 1/3, quantity a to the 2/3 minus x to the 2/3 to the 5 halves over 5 halves from 0 to a. So when x is a, this is 0, but when x is 0, we have minus a to the 2/3 to the 5 halves. So negative 12, negative 6 pi a to the 1/3 divided by 5 halves. That's negative 12 pi over 5 a to the 1/3, then quantity 0 to the 5 halves minus a to the 2/3 to the 5 halves. So this is negative a to the 5/3, negative a to the 5/3 times negative 12 over 5 pi a to the 1/3. That would be positive 12 pi a square. So area S is 12 pi a square over 5. So that's the surface area when this forecast hypocycloid is revolved about the x-axis. Now, for the parametric equation, the parametric equation is easier to manage than this algebraic equation. X is 8 cosine cube of theta. Y is a sine cube of theta, so that when you substitute it here, this is satisfied. So differential x, y is a sine cube theta, differential x is a times or 3a cosine square theta times negative sine theta d theta, the differential of x, while the differential of y is 3a sine square theta times cosine theta d theta. So that y prime or dy dx is 3a sine square theta cosine theta divided d theta divided by 3a cosine square theta times negative sine theta d theta. And the limits would be changed. When x is 0, here, uh, when x is 0, inverse cosine of cube root of 0 over a is inverse cosine of 0, so that is theta is pi over 2 because cosine of pi over 2 is 0. Then when x is a over a is 1, cube root of 1 is still 1, inverse cosine of 1, theta is 0. So x is a, theta is 0. Those are the limits. So y prime is equal to dy dx, 3a sine square theta cosine theta d theta over negative 3a cosine square theta sine theta d theta. And if you simplify that, cancel everything, you have sine theta left in the numerator, cosine theta left in the denominator, then negative, so negative tangent theta. So then the area therefore is equal to, going back to this expression here, 4 pi, then uh, y ds, and ds is square root of 1 plus y prime square dx, and dx is already there. So let's proceed with this. So area S equals 4 pi integral from pi over 2 to 0 of y, which is a sine cube theta, then square root of 1 plus y prime negative tangent theta square times dx negative 3a cosine square theta sine theta d theta. So take note that the value in the radical is 1 plus tangent square theta, and 1 plus tangent square theta is secant square theta as an identity. We replace that. So we have 4 pi, a times a is a square, then times negative 3, so negative 12 pi a square, then integral from pi over 2 to 0 of sine to the fourth of theta, then this is secant theta, then times cosine square theta d theta. So area S negative 12 pi a squared integral from pi over 2 to 0 sine to the 4 theta secant theta cosine square theta d theta. Take note that secant theta is 1 over cosine, and we have cosine square here, so the value here is cosine theta d theta, and this is now integrable because if we let u be sine theta, the differential is cosine theta d theta. So area S is negative 12 pi a squared integral from pi over 2 to 0 of sine to the fourth theta cosine theta d theta. So again, this is in the form u to the fourth du. The integral is u to the 5 over 5. So area S is negative 12 pi a squared sine to the fifth theta over 5 from pi over 2 to 0. So that would be negative 12 pi a squared over 5. Then 0 to the sine of 0 is 0. So 0 to the fifth minus sine of pi over 2 is 1, 1 to the fifth. And therefore, the answer is really 12 pi a squared over 5. So that's area S, 12 pi a squared over 5. So that's it for this problem.